right, everyone. Looks like we are ready for this portal race. Let's get some hype. Best of luck to Alex and Connor. Good luck, guys. Have fun.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
All right, so we're gonna get going here. So timing's gonna start when our crosshair appears once we like load in the game. So it's a little bit of an awkward timing, and we're probably gonna mistime it. But
we'll try.
Yeah. So Connor and I are gonna count down for ourselves, and then we'll count down for you for the actual timer. So Connor, hit your bind in 3, 2, 1 now. And okay, so it's gonna wake up.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Right.
And
3, 2, 1, go.
That was early, but whatever. Okay, so hello.
And now we're locked in this vault for about a minute.
Yeah, we got a minute to talk and introduce ourselves. So I am Alex. I ran this game 2 years ago, AGDQ2019, and that's Connor.
Hi, I'm Connor.
On our couch, we got mic'd up. We got Azorae, the ex-world record holder from like a billion years ago. And we got Nick Howe, who is my brother.
Hi, I'm Nick Howe.
And unmiked, we have Katie, heplooner, and Buffet Time, Daniel. So,
Team Alex.
Oh yeah, so we have hashtags for you guys to spam. If you guys want Alex to win, spam team or hashtag Team Alex. If you want me to win, spam hashtag Team Connor.
Come on, Team Alex.
Yeah, Team Alex, let's go. But anyway, the first thing to explain in this run is the movement that we're going to be doing. So the movement in this game is called accelerated backhopping. And basically, the game pushes us backwards if we go too fast. But backwards means that if we just turn around, we build up more speed, which is really great. And we both did the movement pretty well, so we're going to go for cube throw.
Nailed it. Oh, I missed it. Never mind.
Boo.
Excellent.
I can tell MC she's already making fun of us.
Oh, yeah.
MC she's already on Twitter. Shout out to MC, she world record holder of this game.
I don't care how many world records he has. He's always going to be second place in my heart.
That's true. You want to explain BSG?
Yeah, so button save glitch is a thing we're going to be doing here in just a second. We're both going to grab this radio and push it up against us while we're standing on this button and save and load a whole bunch of times in a row. Basically, what we're trying to do is get the button to get stuck like that. We shove ourselves off of the button during the load. And because the game never realizes we left the button just stays stuck.
So normally to time it for me, I hum Toxic by Britney Spears into my head, but unfortunately it did not work. It was working every single time before the race, but I'm just going to lose a lot of time. There we go. We're up here now. That's called a portal boost. That just happens. That just happens. So yeah. Now Connor has a pretty big lead because he got BSG. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it because basically you have to save load pretty perfectly or else you won't get it. And if you save load a little bit too quickly, you'll just lose it instantly.
So I'm about to be doing the main glitch for this run. We call it save glitch. Basically, I'm going to get stuck on a portal in such a way and then save and load, and it's going to dislocate my body from my camera, and I will then be able to, move my theoretical body through the out-of-bounds space and just into the next chamber and place a portal there.
Wait a minute.
Did you just say out-of-bounds space?
I did say out-of-bounds space.
Is that cheating?
It is not cheating.
Wow.
This is still 100% inbounds because my camera never left.
And portals are never placed out of bounds.
Wow.
That is what matters.
Wow.
We might end up seeing inbounds or outbounds eventually if we make mistakes, which is most likely inevitable, but we'll see.
So that's the
How do you feel about out of bounds? Or save glitch, excuse me.
Save glitch is out of bounds.
Azorae is a cranky old man.
So I had the world record for this game back in like 2013, and we just checked. My time is now 48th place on the leaderboards.
A lot of growth in Portal.
Yeah. It's crazy how big the community's gotten over the years and how much more optimized this category's been.
I remember when Al started running Portal.
Yeah, that was 2015.
We were young boys then.
Yeah. I was 15. I'm 18 now. Woo! And Connor started running the game.
What happened to me? What the heck?
A lot of bad things.
I mean, Connor, how old are you? Like 14?
13.
Okay.
I turned 14 in May.
That's actually your dad on the couch in the chair.
Which one? I've never seen him before.
Oh, that one, yeah.
He's the only one in the chair.
Dad? Oh.
Wait, did you get it? No. Oh, okay, yeah.
So because of the way that the save glitch works, they have to be very careful of where they're placing their portals and where they're moving, because
Oh, that's not good.
one wrong move or one wrong portal placement ends up with them falling through the out-of-bounds void and having to reload their save.
Yeah, it's very easy to mess up a save glitch and just have the portal that you shoot end up somewhere that you've never seen it before. Hopefully we don't end up saying the cursed words, but it's very likely that we'll end up somewhere that we have not seen before, or something that we've seen many of a time, but
Don't like seeing.
yeah. And Connor, will you be able to do 07? That's frame proof. No.
Don't clap for that. That trick's easy.
Yeah, 07's really easy, but it's also the hardest chamber in the run.
Good old-fashioned 07.
Oh yeah, here comes AVH over Goo.
07 is like the
07. Come on.
07's like the one chamber that has not been tainted. First
Nailed it.
try, let's go. What a big
ConnorAce.
gamer.
That trick's really hard.
X097 Ace of Spades.
I did not get it first try because I'm a failure.
Rest in peace.
Second try's okay though.
Still got it. Still got it.
Just like him.
Better than normal.
Hold up. Don't speak
try,
for
just
play.
Poor Matt.
Uh-oh.
Don't disqualify me for that. Why aren't you doing Katie's strat?
Because Katie's strat doesn't work.
So yeah, and in Chamber 9, we basically just shoot a blue portal in the middle of that door there, and it makes it, it doesn't fizzle it for whatever reason. This game is very consistent with all the physics and everything.
But GLaDOS just said it was impossible.
It's very impossible, yeah. GLaDOS knows better than we do. Did you get door launch?
No, I did not.
Let's see if I get door launch. If I get door launch, then this race could be a comeback.
It could be.
Comeback from missing BSG like a million times. And by a million, I mean 2.
Let's see.
Oh my God! I am so
Team
happy about
Alex.
that. Let's go. Is that? Do you know if like Blizzard got door launch at GDQ or anything? You actually probably watched that run, unlike me.
I was there, but I forgot it.
Didn't
It's been
Noir
so-
get it?
Yeah. So that trick
Noir
is,
probably got
is
it.
3 tick-perfect forward hops in a row, and you have a 50% chance of hitting each one of them. So basically a 1 in 8.
Good work on that math. Oh, I missed the orange portal gun. That's not good.
I did math.
Oh yeah, so now that we've got the orange portal gun, it opens
I missed
up
it again.
it opens up the opportunities that we have for save glitch a lot more. We
really
can now
hard.
save glitch just at the starts of chambers and then just stay save glitch the entire chamber while we do
No,
it.
that is a strat.
Literally all of it and skip it.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna do that thing. We don't go into Chamber 12 in this run because Chamber 12 kind of is and cube throw is like pretty out of bounds. So
Cube throw, the original out-of-bounds.
cube throw is the original out of bounds strat. Back from when I first started running this game, it was actually 2013, but I ran for like 2 weeks and had like an 18-minute time. I remember I participated in the second biggest portal race on Speedruns Live, so that was fun.
So how out of bounds is out of bounds in this
Oh, it's
game?
pretty out of bounds. If you guys want to watch Can't Even, the world record holder for out of bounds, his run is very, very good. He's like by far the best player in that category. And that category is infinitely more broken than this. Also, if you have no idea what's going on, that's completely normal.
The runners
Yeah,
don't either.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on until like a few months ago, I won't lie. And I've been running this game for like 3 years.
The fun part about this game is that the fastest way to do things is always to do it without actually being able to see what you're doing.
Yeah, like Chamber 15.
No, I can see what I'm doing here. Well, I missed the shot over and over.
You flicked up to miss that shot 3 times. I'm
I'm
very
well
proud of you.
aware. I
You
also
also
just
shot
messed
the.
that up.
Let's see if I
Whatever.
can. I am probably better than.
Oh my God.
I'm like one of the better 15 runners in the game, so hopefully I'll be able to show it off correctly.
Wow.
BM.
There is some banter
I'm sorry,
going
but
on.
which one of us is ahead right now?
Hey man, I missed BSG. If I didn't miss BSG, I'd probably still be a little bit behind.
If you had gotten that orange portal gun,
Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, hey, that was out of bounds.
Don't worry about it.
That is
get
legal. That is
disqualified?
legal out of bounds because there's not really
Disqualified.
any way to prevent that. But that was called, I think, a quantum crouch or a crouch standing glitch if you're a Portal 2 runner. Because Portal 2 runners found quantum crouch recently and named it crouch standing glitch because they're special.
So if you crouch in a Half-Life 2 engine game and then uncrouch and then quickly crouch again while the uncrouch
Where's
is
my
happening,
shot?
you'll end up with your body crouched down, but your camera up above your body. So you'll be able to see through ceilings.
Yeah.
sounds out of bounds to me.
So what we're doing in Chamber 16 here, this is actually one of the more interesting save glitches in the run. So basically, what we're doing is instead of just going directly to Chamber 17, we're setting up a state where basically, we have one open portal below the elevator, as well as a turret below the elevator, and this elevator shaft doesn't disappear when you go into the next chamber. So what ends up happening is that once we shoot our orange portal at this wall here, we get our save glitch back, and then we can go into where under the elevator was, get owned by the orb, because at 17 is really dumb. We can do this, I think. There we go. So yeah, we get into 17, and then we do BSG with the turret, which can happen first try or like a billionth try if you're like dummy.
Like me.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a little bit ahead now. So
pretty much even
BSG
here.
was a disaster for me.
see, I messed up 01 BSG. He messes up 17 BSG, which is pretty fair. So Toxic by Britney Spears fails me, but luck fails him. So. Shoutouts to Toxic by Britney Spears. And shoutouts to Icy for getting me into Toxic by Britney Spears, one of my favorite songs.
Heck yeah.
So Chamber 18 is a pretty basic save glitch, so we're actually going to throw time to some donation reading, so you guys can get like 1 or 2 in.
Well done.
Maybe.
You have time? Yeah? Okay, great. We have a $5 donation from Konasumi.
Is that the Minor Ultimate Adventures runner?
Dude, I'm hyped.
Who says, "What's up, gamers? I'm so excited to see you two destroy Portal together. And I have been anticipating this race for a long time. I would give anything to be on that back couch right now with the rest of the squad. Save the moles and know that the Roach King is watching. Also, real quick, we have hit our first big goal of $100,000 in the first day. That's awesome.
By the way, we're doing a pretty difficult trick here called double lag. Lag stands for large angle glitch, where basically if you put a portal on an angled surface and then jump and get stuck in the wall, the game will try to get you unstuck by using something called the unstuck code, which is super complicated. Don't worry about it. And it will basically teleport you somewhere. And we do that twice in that chamber, which turns the chamber that should be the longest in the run, except for the last one, into the shortest chamber in the entire game, which is pretty nice. I messed up EOO save glitch, so this is looking pretty rough for ya boy.
All of these last few save glitches are all very hard and very difficult to, or very easy to mess up. So it's not a surprise that, like, that one of us would mess it up.
Also, if you haven't noticed yet, actually the only chambers in this game we don't save glitch anymore past chamber 11 are 14, which is because we just do a fling to get to the end right away. And the last chamber, or map, I should say, Escape 02, is the last map in the run and the only map other than 14 we don't save glitch on past 12. In fact, Connor's doing that right now. Looks like he's about to victory royale.
I'm doing an alternate version of double lag just to get into the GLaDOS chamber. Basically, it's just 2 wrong warps to get straight into GLaDOS's chamber with a turret. Use the turret to kill GLaDOS and then collect all the cores.
Calling it a wrong warp is like the easiest way to make it make any sense, but it is technically a little bit wrong, but it...
Yeah, whatever.
Just don't worry about it. So yeah. Yeah, this is pretty much the run. Connor seems like he's going to win, and Buffett's going to bully me like the whole week about it. But I just want to say, like, the past month and a half...
Airboat.
Oh, whoops. Oh, where am I? Oh, well. I don't even
Where are
know.
you?
There we are.
I asked for sub 10, Alex.
This is sub 10.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You can't tell me it's not. You can't prove it.
Yay.
No, I can't actually.
Wait, there
Oh,
it is.
one's not dead. And
Yeah! I got door launch, so I think I won.
GG.
I did want to say, before we sign off, first of all, thank you for GDQ for having us again. The Portal community is super grateful for everything. Shoutouts to the Portal community and everything. And like the past month and a half of this game's been pretty wild for me personally, because I went from expecting myself to lose about this hard to basically the race could have gone either way depending on how well we did things in general. Because I went from like an 11:39 PB like a month and a half ago to having 1.17 seconds better than Connor's PB. So the GDQ curse of whoever has a better PB and ends up losing the race lives on. So there's that.
Yeah, I intentionally sandbagged for this last month.
Yeah,
You have a
exactly.
better PB than me.
Exactly, yeah. But shout outs quickly. Shout out to Icy once again. Shout out to Nace. Nace is a homie from Australia. Shout outs to the whole Portal community.
Shout outs to the Speed Friends.
Shout outs to the Speed Friends. Shout outs to Good to Go.
I love you, Nace.
I love you, Good to Go. And thanks for having us. Don't get the VOD to get muted.
Congratulations, Connor, and great work to the both of you. That was an awesome run. We're going to be heading over in just a couple minutes to interview these awesome racers. And then next up would be Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. Going to do a few quick donations. We have a $1,000 donation. Woo! From Miko Rems, who I'm sure at the time made this happen, who said, let's see that 100K tick over. You got your wish. We've got an anonymous $250 donation who says heart emoji, hype emoji, thumbs up emoji. We also have a $250 donation from Fombi with no comment. Thank you so much. All right, we got a couple of quick ads for you all. All right, one of our sponsors is Tokyo Attack. Tokyo Attack specializes in bringing rare import Japanese games to conventions and events all across the country, featuring titles such as Yubi, Tunadum, Mai Mai, Taiko no Tatsujin, and much, much more. They host America's largest collection of independently owned import arcade cabinets. We've also got World 9 Gaming. From PCs to arcades and consoles, old and new, World 9 Gaming aims to provide the highest quality video gaming experience to events in the Midwest and beyond. With our dedicated staff, tournament expertise, and expansive collection of games and consoles, World 9 is ready to take your event to the next level. For information on booking and upcoming events, check world9gaming.com. Ape Out is a wildly intense and colorfully stylized smash 'em up about primal escape, rhythmic violence, and frenetic jazz. Ape Out slams its way onto Nintendo Switch and PC on February 7th. Visit apeout.com and wishlist it on Steam. All right, let's get in some more donations. We've got a $25 anonymous donation who says, oh, announcer's choice for doing a great job. Thank you so much. We have a $100 donation from Dean172, donating in honor of Judy Thomas, a woman who was practically my mother and lost her fight to cancer just last night. She was a teacher for 39 years and an amazing lady. I'm going to miss her so much. If my tiny contribution can help in any way, I'm glad to make it. Thank you all for this event that raises so much money so others will hopefully not go through this fight in the future. I'm sorry for your loss. We've also got an anonymous $500 donation. Woo! And I'm gonna follow that up with another $500 donation. Woo! This is from JRPH1981, who says, I lost my father to pancreatic cancer this past summer. I can't think of a better cause to donate to, and the GDQ events are my favorite events of the year. Thanks to everyone who makes these events possible. All right, let's take it on over to Blechy and the runners for a quick interview.
Hey guys, I'm here with these two portal runners, these magnificent portal runners. Connor, who won the race we just watched, and Alex, who put up a valiant attempt. That was awesome commentary, and while I wish I could say I followed 10% of it, I cannot. So what we are gonna do is you guys kind of explained what was going on in one of the earlier levels. So I just want to watch kind of one of these earlier inbounds levels at like a slower speed, maybe 50%, and you guys can help me understand what exactly was going on. So let's pull up that clip, if we can do that real quick.
All right.
Chamber 2, okay.
Oh yeah, so like I said, whenever we were doing the run, the way that I was standing above the portal there, I was actually stuck for just a little bit. And whenever you're stuck in a portal in that way, your body will pass through the portal, but your camera won't. So then whenever I save and load, it makes it so that I can actually walk around again, and I preserve that state. So it's as if my body has passed through the portal, even though my camera is still on the other side. So whenever I start shooting portals and moving it around, my body will still be tied to that portal. So every single time I shoot a portal, it teleports my body to a completely different place. So whenever I go back into the elevator like that, that shot puts it in such a way so that whenever I jump and make that shot, it'll just land straight there in the next chamber and skip the elevator.
Got it.
And that's how the majority of those save glitches work.
Cool, cool.
There is actually, I made a video that was like an explanation video for this. It's on my YouTube now. If you look up like Alex Howe on YouTube or Alex SR, you'll probably find it. There's an overlay that you actually use through a tool that was made for this game called Source Pause Tool, where they put an overlay in the top left, which basically shows you where you're aiming and what you're shooting at. So if you want to try to understand this a bit more, because I know how ridiculous all this is, that video should be pretty helpful to try to figure out the game a bit more. It still might be a bit unclear because this game is just kind of wild like that, but yeah.
Yeah. And so you have to pack all these crazy precise tricks into an 11-minute run. Not only an 11-minute run, an 11-minute race where you're actually competing against someone. Do you feel like you're under kind of like intense pressure to nail every single trick just to beat the other guy?
There's definitely pressure, but like both of us have done races of this game all the time, so it's like we're used to that pressure, I guess. But honestly, I think I'd feel more pressure just in a normal PB attempt.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I'm surprised by that. Okay.
The thing is about it is that with a game that's like this, where it's so volatile and so easy to just like lose like 20 seconds here and there, it's like when I messed up at the very beginning, I was already like 20 seconds behind Connor because I messed up button save glitch. But I knew that if Connor was probably inevitably going to mess something up because it's just impossible to do everything perfectly in one run, especially in a GDQ setting. So I knew that at some point I'd probably be able to catch up, which I did going into Chamber 17.
Yeah, and even earlier than that, I think it was Chamber 10. We actually have a clip of this. Connor, you were trying to do a trick which kind of, there was like you gained a lot of speed and tried to get up to the elevator to leave the level, but unfortunately kind of hit the bottom. But Alex was able to follow that up soon after and was able to nail it. So here we are watching this. So if we're watching the left screen, Alex, what was it exactly that you're doing right in this clip that allowed you to kind of make this jump?
Basically, I have to get somewhat lucky with my bunny hops, because basically if you are on the ground for like, in this game it's ticks instead of frames, you kind of like, if you're on it for like an extra ticks, then you'll not gain as much speed. So what you have to do is you have to do 3 basically tick perfect ABH or AFHs, which is advanced forward hop. And then you have to get a very precise angle off of like the little slanted part of the door, which will launch you to the end of the chamber. And the fact that I got this is actually pretty insane, because 1, I'm really inconsistent at it because everyone is, and 2, I'm especially inconsistent at it, and 3, just because it's like, it's a really, really cool trick to get in any run, but getting it at a GDQ is something I never expected like, at all.
The best runners of this game are lucky to get this trick 10% of the time.
Yeah, it is. Whenever you get it, it feels a little dirty almost, because it's like it's like you're 5 more seconds ahead than you have the right of being in this game. 5 seconds is like the difference between world record pace and a decent run.
Right.
It's like door launch can make or break a run, which is really unfortunate, but what can you do?
Yeah, it was at that moment where I was thinking, like, even though Connor's ahead, anything could happen. Like, this is still a race.
Yeah.
Especially with how hard a lot of these tricks are and precise. Like, this is one example of one that's just like mostly luck-based, but there are so many tricks that are just incredibly difficult to pull off and so easy to mess up.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing is that Connor and I are like almost the pure opposites in terms of like gameplay style. Like,
how's that?
I'm like really consistent more so than he is. He has like a way better peak performance than me. Like his sum of best is like 15 seconds better than mine, which is like a lot for this game. But like, I'm generally able to get more runs going quicker than he can. But like it doesn't really make a difference in our case because we're like so even in terms of players, but we still have that different kind of play style.
Very cool. Portal is a really cool speedrun to me, actually, because so I played it long before I knew speedrunning was even a thing, and it had these kind of in-game challenges of like not only lowest number of steps taken and the lowest number of portals shot, but also a speedrun challenge for each level. Did you guys kind of get into that at all before you even knew about speedrunning the game?
So I knew that the challenges existed, and I did like go and complete them, but really just the way that you can complete them whenever you don't know anything about the speedrun is just so different that it wasn't really something that got me into speedrunning Portal.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just kind of did it through one time to get the achievement for it in Steam, and then I just kind of forgot about it, honestly. Like every so often I look and I'm like, oh yeah,
I did that.
Forgot about that.
So how did you get into speedrunning the game then?
I got into it actually through one of the bigger producers here, Lang, like a very long time. Like I know him from back when he played Team Fortress 2 and streamed that a lot, and he got into Portal speedrunning, and I watched him do it quite a lot. And then I just kind of got into it also, and I got into it in 2013 for like 2 weeks, and then I stopped running it for like 2 years until 2015 when I got Rick really into it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what got me into it.
Gotcha. Cool. And then I'm also curious, because this is what we just saw, surprisingly enough, was the inbounds run. But can you just help us visualize, if we were to watch an out-of-bounds run, just kind of what that would look like?
Stand on an elevator.
I actually think the out-of-bounds run's easier to understand because like the part of the thing that makes inbounds so hard to understand is that because we use save glitch to dislocate our body from our camera, you aren't able to actually see what's going on. But with out-of-bounds, we don't use save glitch in that way. We use it mostly for like the fact that we lose collision with certain walls and stuff to just get out of bounds immediately.
Yeah.
Also, a good third of that run, you're sitting under the elevator.
Yeah.
like how we went under the elevator in Chamber 16. That is like a third of the out of bounds run because it's just the fastest thing to do. So,
cool. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me for this interview. Congrats again, Connor.
Thank you.
Really cool stuff. So, stay tuned for the next run, Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2019. I'm Tira Lira, coming to you live from Rockville, Maryland, and I've got a few more donations here before our next run, which is Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty.